Hey guys, it's Chey. Welcome to the channel if you are new, and if you're not, hey boo. So in today's look, I created this beautiful pinky mauve look, okay? And the hair is giving, the bigger the hair, the higher the Jesus, okay? So it's definitely different for me, but let me know what you guys think. I am going to be using some new to me products, or products that I've only tried maybe once and don't really have an opinion on. So yeah, if you guys want to achieve this look, okay, it's giving sexy pink Valentine, but we're grown over here, okay? So if you like this look and want to know how to recreate it, then let's go ahead and get into this video. So I have some rollers in my hair. I'm trying to do like the blowout like the girlies on TikTok have. If you hear any noise in the background, I do have my dogs out, so they're kind of just like roaming around the place. I have some new products that I want to try out today, so I don't have anything primed or anything like that. This is just skincare. I did use some under eye patches from One Size. These are what they look like. So they're like really like kind of like paper, but they are really moisturizing, but they're literally like ginormous. This is how big they are. They definitely hydrated my under eyes, and then I used a new eye cream. I used the Clarins Total Eye Lift eye cream. This is a anti-aging under eye cream that's supposed to lift, hydrate, and do all the things. And now that I'm getting closer and closer to 30, I am definitely on trying to do as much preventative like skincare just to keep the face looking nice and snatched. I am gonna be testing out a new foundation. I want to stick with a primer that I absolutely love, and I have went back to the One Size Secure the Blur primer, and I mean, it's pink and red, perfect for the upcoming Valentine's Day. I'm just taking a little bit. This is a smoothing and blurring primer, and I actually really like this more than the Secure the Sweat. I do have some new eyebrow products, and you guys know I usually only use Benefit Cosmetics Precisely My Brow or the Morphe Micro Brow Pencil, but I wanted to try a couple new things. So I'm actually going to be taking this P.LOUISE Hold You Down Brow Fix. Now this is more of a gel consistency. The brow balm is more like that soap brow, and I honestly prefer this one because this does have a gel-like texture. I'm just gonna be taking my spoolie brush and dipping a little bit. A little bit goes a long way with this product, and I'm just going to kind of brush them up. It is very thin, so you don't have to work as hard as the brow balm. And this is really gonna help fluff up the brows. You can definitely see the difference of just like fluffing your brow and what it does.
You want me to pick up anything on my way home, baby?
No.
You sure? I don't mind.
I'm sure.
Baby, what you want? You want some In-N-Out?
No, I'm okay.
What you want, baby? Talk to me.
I'm good. Okay, so I said I was gonna wait until after doing the eyes to do the brows, but I definitely couldn't wait. I used the KOSAS Brow Pop Nano, and at first it was doing what it was supposed to do, but then when it came to the front of my brows where I really don't have a lot of hair, It just seemed very light. So I ended up using my NYX Lift in Snatch brow pen in the shade Espresso. So far it's giving, I'm just gonna stick to what I already love. I definitely love the NYX brow pen. I do use this whenever I want those hair-like strokes in the front of my brows. If my lips are looking a little extra juicy, that's because I've been using the Dr. Dennis Gross Lip Plumper. It definitely plumps the lips without it being painful. You do get a slight tingle and you can start to see the outline of your lips being plumped up. And I did notice when I use this consistently morning and night that my lips actually like stay plumped because it's constantly getting that stimulation to the lips. So if you were looking for something to give you that lip filler effect without getting lip filler, this is definitely a product that I have been loving. I've been using this actually for a couple months now, and I have been really insecure about my top lip, and just using this product helps keep my lips nice and plumped. For eyeshadow today, in the spirit of Valentine's Day, I'm gonna be taking this eyeshadow palette from P.LOUISE, and it's called the Beauty in the Breakup. Okay, these are the colors, so it's very much giving pink with a little bit of neutral in it. I did buy this during Black Friday, so P.LOUISE always has insane Black Friday deals. I'm taking the shade No League, and I'm gonna start tapping this right here into the crease. And in the pan it's giving more chocolate brown, but on my lid it's definitely giving more purple. It's going to work with it. It's just a really warm brown. I don't really have any plans for Valentine's Day. I think I'm just going to be working, and then after that, I don't know, like, me and my husband have been together for literally like over a decade, that we're pretty much locked in at this point. So every day is pretty much Valentine's Day for us. Now that that shade is on, I'm gonna blend it out using the shade Always Me, which is more of a mauvey pink. And I'm just gonna take that and go along the edges. And just to diffuse that shade even more, now I'm gonna be taking this brighter pink called Your Loss, and I'm just going to diffuse the edges because I want it to be like more pinky. And I feel like this is starting to get a little bit more purple, so I'm gonna dip into Never Settle, which is like more like coral, and I'm just going to run that on the edges just to try to keep more pink. Now I'm gonna be taking Broken Promises and See You Never. One is like a chocolate brown and like a taupe brown, and I'm just going to tap this into the crease. I want more brown. I don't really want necessarily like a purple, so I'm just trying to keep it pretty neutral, and this is just going to be used to really kind of deepen the crease, because of course I'm doing a half cut crease. Now that I have everything placed the way I want, I'm going to go ahead and cut my crease using my cellular water and a Q-tip. I'm going to cut my crease, and I'm going to use this P.LOUISE cosmetic paint in the shade Inject. Inject is more of like a mauvey brown color. I'm just going to take that and start cutting the crease. And I feel like these cosmetic paints definitely help elevate an eye look, and they help with the pigmentation of your eye look. To kind of set the lid, I'm taking Chow Forever, which is this really light pink shade, and I'm just gonna start on the inner corner, and this is just gonna help brighten the inner part of the eye to really open her up. Now I'm going to be taking the shade Your Loss. I'm just going to be adding that right here, and that is a really pretty pink. And then I'm just going to kind of merge these together, just so that there's a nice and diffused blend. I'm going to be taking a little bit of No League, and I'm just going to kind of flick that so it's nice and diffused into the pink, so we don't have any harsh lines. If I leave this eye matte like this, it's very much gonna give my Barbie inspired look. So we get to add some shimmer today to kind of switch it up. There's only 3 shimmers in this palette, so I'm gonna go ahead and swatch those. This is the shade Throw Away, and it's a very icy champagne sparkly color. Then we have Conscious, which is a beautiful like orangey pinky color. The last one is called Affliction, which is more of a pinky purple. So Bay came and dropped off some food. So if things look a little different, that's because I had to take a little intermission. But as you can see, I did do this eye finished, and I added some shimmers. I ended up taking that pinky purple color called Affliction, and I basically put it all over the lid. So basically all the hard work that I did to blend and make sure that everything was nice and diffused basically got covered up by the shimmer. Okay, but you know, we're here, so we're just gonna do the same thing to this eye now. The P.LOUISE shimmers definitely work best with your finger, so that's what I'm going to be using today. And I'm just going to tap this all over the lid. It kind of is like a iridescence, and it does pull like purple, but it's super pretty. I'm just gonna tap that all over the eye. I'm gonna be taking my one size point made eyeliner, and this is in Busty Brown. Before I go with the liquid, I'm just going to tightline using Busty Brown in the pencil version because I don't want to use black. I kind of want to keep it like chocolate covered strawberry-esque. So I'm just going to use the brown to tightline. And I do not tightline a lot, so it definitely feels weird to do. Lining my lash line, I'm not doing a wing or anything, and I just love how chocolatey brown this color is, and these literally do not budge. For lashes, I'm using Lash 7 lashes. That is basically the only lashes I use these days. One, because it's black owned, it's women owned, and it's located in Texas. I try to support like black owned businesses, and you know, February is all about supporting, you know, people of color. So I'll be using the lashes, and they're called Gale, and as you can see, she's very fluffy and flirty and wispy, full without being like super full. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop those on. Lashes are on, and now it's time to get into the base, and I'm taking the viral foundation from TikTok. I know everything's viral at this point. I'm gonna be taking the Mercier Real Flawless foundation. I picked up the shade 5 in 1 Cinnamon. This is what the packaging looks like. It is definitely very sleek and clean. Normally I do color correct my face, but I'm not gonna do any color correcting. I'm just gonna put this baby on. I pumped out about 3 pumps, and this is the consistency. It is a little bit watery, a little bit runny, and it does have like a almost like oil feel to it. And that's why I used the one size primer, just in case like it's weird. Now there are mixed reviews as always on foundation. It just depends on your skin type. I do have more oily skin, so of course hearing like a foundation is like really oily or too glowy, you know, I'm pretty much steering clear. But I did go in store and swatch it, and I actually liked the way that it felt. I liked the way that it looked on my hand when I swatched it. So I was like, you know, let me just try it for myself. I'm taking this Morphe x Ariel A24 foundation brush, and I'm just going to start tapping everything into the skin. And it definitely looks beautiful. To me, it does not really feel heavy on the skin. You can feel it a little bit on your skin, but it doesn't feel heavy to me or like greasy. That basically gave like a sheer coverage, more like light medium. So I'm just going to add more in the places that I want more coverage. And it is buildable. As you see, it's not super glowy. It is giving that hydrated look, but it doesn't feel like really greasy, and it's not like super hydrating, but it just makes your skin look healthy. For concealer, I'm going to be taking the OFRA Cosmetics Perfect Cover Concealer, and this is in the shade Tan Almond. Apply it underneath the eye. And this color has more of a peachy undertone, which is perfect for color correcting, you know, those areas around your eyes or wherever you have any darkness. So I'm going to add some a little bit above the upper lip, and then my chin. And while that's drying down, I'm going to be taking this Soul Body Cream Bronzer in the shade Dark Deep. And this is Dark Deep. And I'm just going to apply that on, and it is very thin, but it's definitely warming up the skin. I have used this, I just don't use it enough, but it's very thin, it's lightweight. It honestly is like really good. I just need to use her more, and I'm gonna just go along the jawline right here. As you can see, she is very pigmented, so a little bit goes a long way. Definitely want to try to use like more products that are in my collection, because I do have a lot of product. I just need to get better at using it. It's definitely doing what it's supposed to do. Now it's time to go ahead and blend out that concealer. I'm going to start with the chin and blend her out around the mouth, and then the eye area. And the under eyes look okay, but I can still see some darkness, so it does have like more like light to medium coverage because I did let it dry down, and this is what the coverage is giving. It's not really doing what I was hoping it would do. So I'm going to take a more brightening concealer and just apply that right on the inner corner. I'm going to be using my trusty Juvia's Place concealer just right here. And it's more like yellowy, and blend out the under eyes. Ooh. And that is brightening. And that definitely gave me the coverage I was looking for. And I'm just taking the Sephora collection Best Skin Ever Matte Foundation. And I'm just taking that to set underneath the eyes. And this just helps keep the brightness and give some coverage. And it's just very smoothing. And I just like to set all of the areas where I want to bring light to, or that I put concealer on. I'm just taking that same powder but in a deeper shade for my face, and I'm just going to tap that just to set all over the face. For bronzer, I'm going to be taking my Colored Rain Angled Blush brush, but I like to use this for blush and bronzer. And Colored Rain is also black owned. For bronzer, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible bronzer. L'Oreal definitely did their big one with their blushes and this bronzer. Like, just look at how rich this is. This is in 550 Deep Dark. So unfortunately, I believe that this is the deepest shade that they have. That's the only thing, is that this is the darkest shade. I literally need the lightest amount. I'm just going to tap that along my forehead, and look at that color. It's literally so pretty. And I didn't even add any product, like this is just what's left. And I'm just gonna take a little bit just for the nose contour. Normally I'll take a lighter bronzer shade, but kind of being lazy today, I'm trying to just use what's at my desk to bake the face because I am a very oily girl. But as you can see, now that the face is set, like everything literally looks flawless, but I'm still going to bake. I'm gonna be taking the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder in Peach Pie. If you guys have ever used Airspun or Patrick's powder from MAC, it's definitely giving that same undertone, and it is like a light peach. And I'm just going to set underneath and bake. And I'm just going to bake here, the chin, and here. For blush, I want to try out this new blush palette from Metamorphosis BF. I have literally like 3 of their blush palettes and they are super pigmented, so they're great if you have more melanated skin. Metamorphosis BF is like an animal themed makeup company, so it is a skunk, okay? It's so cute. Now there is talc in this blush. This palette was literally made for deeper skin. Like, look at those colors. Are you kidding me? Like, they are so gorgeous. I'm gonna take this purpley shade right here called Ambition. And I'm using a more fluffy brush because this thing is pigmented, okay? This is my first time trying like a blush color like this. And I'm just going to tap this. So the face is done. I did just dust away the powder underneath the eyes. The blush is definitely blushing. I didn't use a brightening powder, so as you can see, the under eyes are giving still very much natural because the peach powder kind of color corrects like any darkness, which I love. But if you're looking for like that brightening effect, then you're definitely not going to get that with this powder. For the lips, I definitely want to do like a mauve lip, nothing like super pink. Want to keep it neutral but not like too brown. I'm taking this Pitch lip liner from ColourPop and I'm just going to line the lips. And this is a very creamy lip liner and it just glides on. And for lipstick, I'm gonna throw it back to the Fenty Stunna lip paint in Uncuffed, and it's like the perfect like mauve. This is what the makeup looks like with the hair, and the hair is definitely big and voluminous and it's definitely giving mom. Okay, it's giving mom and I think that I like it. I'm not too sure. It's just very big and it's different for me. It's different seeing my natural hair like this. This is a very cute like chocolate covered strawberry look. It's definitely giving sexy. It's definitely giving sexy mom, okay, because you know I'm a mother over here. Everything pretty much worked out except for the concealer. Let me know what you guys think of these products that I tried out in today's video. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.